Hey, what's up? This is me, JDS4696, or Jermaine. You can call me Jermaine. And today I'm doing a review for my Michael Myers figure, from the Halloween film series. And this was created by Mcfarlane Toys, and this was part of the Movie Maniac Series 3, which was released back in 2000. Because there was also an 18-inch Freddy Krueger figure as well. Now I didn't manage to get that one at the time, but I got this one and when it was released, because this is Michael Myers, like the antagonist of the original Halloween. Well, the Halloween film series where he wasn't in part 3, but he's like the villain of the Halloween films, like the horror film series, and that is my favorite horror film. So his look is based on his appearance in the original Halloween film. You can see right that I have on a Blu-ray, as you can see. And this is like John Carpenter's film, and the star Jamie Lee Curtis and Donald Pleasence. But yeah, like this horror figure right here, this right here is 18 inches, as you can see. You can see how large it is. And this is from Movie Maniac Series 3, and it was created by Mcfarlane Toys. So I'm gonna touch on like the detail and everything in it. So as you can see, this right here is the Michael Myers McFarlane figure, and I got like close up, so you can see it, and it looks exactly how he does, like on the original 1978 film, which was also the year I was born as well. Because like this is the film, like I mentioned before, that his appearance is based on. You could tell this is just how he looked at. Even kind of part 2, because he looked at exactly like this from in part 2 of the Halloween series, which continued right after the original one, but it's really based on like his appearance in the original one, because he has on like the overalls. Because now when you look at it, like if you didn't really look at the film too hard, you would think that Michael Myers like outfit, you would have thought that his overalls that he has on, as you can see here, you would have thought that these were black. It's a very massive figure, very huge, 18 inches. But yeah, you would think that his overalls were actually like black, but it turns out that it's actually, and when you do get a good look at it, kind of like one scene where he came out after like Jamie Lee Curtis, when she come to look at like the old Myers house, I'm not going to touch on that much. You can tell that his overalls, coveralls, they call them coveralls, you can tell they actually were blue, so as you can see right here. Everything is exactly how he looks on the film, like his hair even be like this on his mask in the film, it even looks like this. Now this is I would easily give this figure like an excellent, like if I gave it like say like stars, like if I had like a 4-star rating, I would give this easily like 4 stars. It is truly an excellent figure, but there are a couple of flaws in it that I would touch on. They weren't really flaws, but it was like stuff that I didn't like because that wasn't really on Michael Myers. It's like, for instance, like these blood stains you see right here, like he has like a blood stain, like right here, as you can see, and he also has it down here like on his waist, and it's also actually on his legs too, like right there. Now he didn't have blood like splattered on him like that in the film, Michael Myers didn't have like blood like splattered on him like that in the film. And plus also like his mask, as you can see, and it looks just like how his mask does, like on the original one, as you can see, like the detail, like the nose, like the structure, like the lips, everything, it looks exactly like how his mask looks on the original. That's why it's so like cool, like the detail, they just did an excellent job. And this was from Mcfarlane Toys, which I used to be a big fan of, because he actually did like some Spider-Man. He used to do the artwork for like Spider-Man too, like in comic books, but then he went on and created like Spawn and stuff like that. But he eventually started this like this toy line series, which created like figures and stuff. But yeah, like the thing about it, it's like you can also see his eyes in the mask, and you don't see Michael Myers' eyes in his mask. You don't see that. Usually just like black, you can't see his eyes, Yeah, cause like in the film, like in Halloween, Michael Myers, like his sockets are just like solid black, which makes him looks very creepy. You don't really see like his eyes. I think it'd be like a couple of scenes, where you kind of see like you can kind of get a hint of his eye, but it doesn't stand out like this. It uses eyes just like black sockets, which kind of enhances the idea how creepy, and like spooky it looks, like scary it looks, because it looks like a ghost almost. But yeah, I think this is pretty cool. You know, like it also has like a, and he does have like an undershirt on under his coveralls, like in the film too, if I'm not mistaken. And it is that color, like this gray white shirt that he has on, because you know he escaped from the mental institute. Now this also has like a motion activated sensor, you know, where you can hear like the music from the film. And you can hear Jamie Lee Curtis as Laurie Strode, the character that she was playing, because she's the protagonist of the film. You can hear her screaming.
Oh God, help me, please! No, help me! Can you hear me? Oh God, help me, please! Help me!
You see, and that right there is actually like you control it from his back, like as you can see, like the button right there, you can control it from that, and that's what activates it. But it also has like a motion sensor, which I never really used. I think that's these holes that you see on the front. Now you would think those are bullet wounds for where Dr. Loomis, you know, Donald Pleasance played him, you know, had shot him or whatever, you know. But it's not. I think those like motion sensors where you like a person can walk by and hear the music. But I never had it activated, you know. I mean, I never like activated it where it would send somebody walking by, you know. Now, as you can see, this is Michael Myers, like his butcher knife, and it has like blood splattered on it, you know, which is kind of cool, you know. Now, the film wasn't really like gory, like the original Halloween film. It's not really like gory, you know. And as you can see, it has like the handle, and it's a nice, cool butcher knife that he used, and it's pretty nice though. The size of it, it's like 4 inches in length, so you know, it's like 4 inches in length. You see how, and you can see how it's almost large as my. It's actually large as my finger, as you can see. It's a pretty huge knife, you know, 4 inches. But so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna touch on it a little more, you know, and show you like how like the scope of it, because it really is like a huge figure, you know. So I'm gonna go and touch on, and like I say, my figure is based on like his appearance in the original 1978 John Carpenter film, which is this is my favorite horror film. You know, and that's what his appearance was based on, is in this figure, I mean this film right here. Okay. Now this right here, it kind of gives you the scope of how large the figure is, you know, because it's 18 inches. I also had the Mcfarlane from Mcfarlane Movie Maniac Series 2. They had like a 7-inch Michael Myers figure. And this is actually the same exact figure as this one right here, you know. But this was only 7 inches at the time, you know. And this is the 18-inch one, so I'm giving you a look of how, you know, the scope of how much larger this is than the 7-inch figure, as you can see. See how much larger that, I mean, it is right now. I'll probably get another better look. This right here is the 7-inch, and this right here, as you can see, is the 18-inch. So you can see like the difference in size, you know. And it's the same exact figure, but it just made it larger, you know. Okay. And as you can see, this right here is like the box that it came in at the time, and it was released in 2000 when I got it. My Michael Myers figure, you know, like it was in September of 2000. It was part of Movie Maniac Series 3. But this is an excellent figure. Like I said, if I gave it like a 10, like a rating of like numbers like 10, like 1 to 10, I would easily give it 10. Or about I got 4 stars, you know, like say like 1 out of 4 stars, easily 4, like complete excellent rating. They really did a good job on this figure, because I remember being so excited about the 7-inch figure, and they didn't create this 18-inch figure, because they also had a Freddy Krueger one that I didn't manage to get at the time. But yeah, like the life likeness of it is just superb. It's excellent. There's only a couple of flaws, like I said, like the blood splattered on him I didn't really agree with, and plus you can see his eye sockets very well. But other than that, it looks exactly like how Michael Myers looked at in the original 1978 film Halloween, which is my favorite horror film, like I mentioned before. Okay. So this right here gives like a better look of the my Michael Myers 18-inch figure from Mcfarlane Toys, you know. So as you can see right here, this is his butcher knife, and this is the actual like fan. You see, like I say, how large it is. It's actually 4 inches. Now this right here was the box that it came in. You see, it has Michael Myers' face on the side, you know, and it also has like the original film's poster, like the logo. As you can see, like the pumpkin right down with the knife in it, which I thought was kind of cool, you know. But yeah, this is it, you know. It has a lot of articulation in it. You could like turn Michael Myers like hand. You can move his arms. Let's see, there go his hands. They can turn. You can turn his head, as you can see. The waist can be turned. And this rail was like his hand with a knife go at. Now my arm is kind of like loose on it, as you can see, you know. That's why I didn't want to bother it too much. And here are like the feet, you know. You can even mess with his feet somewhat, you know. I'm trying to be careful with that because I want to stand, because it does have trouble kind of standing, you know. So yeah, that's it, you know. And it looks exactly like how he does in the film, you know, like the hair. I'm saying the back of him, everything that's exactly how he does, like in the film, you know. If anything, like I was saying, like the blood being splattered on him, and like his eyes, you know, like how you can see his eyes, and I wish they would have kept that like black, you know. But it's cool though, and this is a superb, excellent figure. I really feel that they did a very good job on this figure, and I would highly recommend it if you can find it, you know. Okay. So yeah, as you can see, this right here is the 18-inch Michael Myers figure, and also have it next to my my 7-inch figure, just to give you a scope of how, you know, you know what I'm saying, like the differences in them. You know, this is the 7-inch figure, and they were the exact same figures, cause as you can see, and I may do a review for this one too down the line. This was the 7-inch figure that was released first, you know, in series 2, but this right here is the 18-inch figure, as you can see, you know, which is truly huge, you know. Very huge figure. And they did a very good job on it, you know. Very well made. I would easily give this an excellent rating. It has a couple of flaws in it, but I would truly still recommend this figure, especially if you're like a Halloween fan, you know, like a Michael Myers fan, you know. I would definitely recommend this figure.